my name is Victor Acho, and I'm a filmmaker. I'm a film producer. Actually, yes.
Okay. So when you were making, although I think I'm going to have to narrate long sleeve the ending. It's unfortunate that we couldn't finish the film. It happens to be a story I really like so much because it addresses societal issues around police brutality, extortion, human trafficking. That guy, the police officer, was always setting up checkpoints. Don't worry, let me tell the story. He was always setting up checkpoints to extort people, but one day he fell into the wrong hands. And I think you acted that part.
Yeah.
Nice. So he fell into the wrong hands, and then one day, he met his own Waterloo. So at the end, he was already notorious for bribery, extortion, human trafficking, and all that. They dealt with him, and where the title came out from long sleeve, they took off his two hands and left him with just the wrist and the and the limbs. So he lost his two arms, and life was never the same for him again. So when you were writing that story, really, what was in your mind? Why did you follow that pattern?
So basically, like it says in the film, long sleeve is based on real life events,
Yes.
right? So the original story for long sleeves was just a short story on the internet. So we took it and we adapted it and tried to flesh out who the character who was going through that torment. Because in the original story, it's just he stops two guys and then he tries to extort them, and then that happens. So we created a character background for him. That's why we tried to show a lot of his hands. We showed him, he molested a little girl. We saw him masturbating in the beginning of the film. We saw him selling drugs. So if you notice, it was deliberate to show the activities of his hand. And from the name long sleeves, we didn't want to say short sleeves because it might be a bit obvious. So long sleeves is drawn from, when you put on shirts, long sleeves, and you can hide things under your sleeves. And the policeman had a lot going on for him: human trafficking, drug peddling, illegal extortion. So at the end of the day, he lost, chopped up his hands from where he had motor movement. So he couldn't do any of those things he could do. You saw that he beats his wife and all that. So yeah, that thing happened to the original writer.
Wow.
Right? He was stopped. He was harassed by policemen. And on the day we were going to film this, somehow we were harassed by policemen again. So it's just crazy. And we shot it during the lockdown.
Wow.
Right? So
Wow.
it was shot in 24 hours. It was a 24 hours marathon shoot.
Wow.
Right?
Great.
From dusk
Great.
till
Great.
from dawn till dawn.
Can we give him a round of applause for that? The script you wrote and the end product, what you imagined when you were writing the script and what came out as the finished product, was there any difference? Was there any changes? Was it just the way you worked it out?
Well, yeah, it was the way we had it in mind. But there's in film there's something we call the hand of God. Right? The hand of God means things you can't control. Right? We're already working with very stringent, circumstances, which was the lockdown.
Yes.
So the major problem we had was we had to be restricted to certain places. But we took a long time to plan it because we knew that we could not get anything wrong. We couldn't be a minute late. We didn't have more than the time we had. So we planned long sleeves for 3 months.
Wow.
Right? We wrote it in 1 month.
Wow.
We used another 2 months to plan.
Wow.
And we're thankful that it came out the way it did, with a few challenges here and there. I'm sure you will see the effort put into it. Right? You will see the plan. And I'm thankful it came out just the way it is. Interesting fact.
Yes.
Interesting fact. On the morning of the film, the lady who was supposed to play his wife fell ill.
Wow.
So we didn't have an actor in the moment, right? So we had to pick up someone from the crew who wasn't an actor, who is the lady that put on that performance of his wife. And right, she did a wonderful job. And a lot of other things that went wrong that morning. But But thankful that it came out this way.
Please, can we give them another round of applause? So when we took our submissions, we didn't announce what we had in store really for our selected entries. We wanted you guys to have a little bit of surprise when you come here. So I want to invite Oluwa Shodayo to please help present an award to long sleeve selection.
You have to stand up for it. Yes.
So please announce announce what you are getting.
I'll be presenting this award for best directing, which is for long sleeve.
Thank you.
Okay, so sorry, can I get a shot with you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you so much. Yeah.
The first. So this is the first film I ever made, and and it's been like 4 years. Yeah, this film was 2020 till now, and
Yes.
for some reason it's still a bit relevant. So I'm glad that we got to do something that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So I would like to invite next Mr. Femi David Lawal for Days All Alone. Okay, so hi, welcome to the 234 side of life, an evening of short films. We watched your movie, Days All Alone, and I like the story very much. This is my own personal feedback. I like the story very much. If there's anything I really appreciate about the movie, I like the fact that it really inspired hope. That ending was just it for me. You get. So I saw your post on Instagram, and this selection happened to be your ninth since you released that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, can we clap for him for that? He's been screening the movie, at different selections. So how does that feel for you? That the movie? I mean, did you think that it would have gone this far in this short time?
First of all, I would like to say shout out to the producer of the movie, Zeki. He's in the building.
Okay.
And of course, my boss, who happens to be the assistant director,
Okay.
MC Beloved, is also in the building.
Wow.
We are students of Adekunle University. So we are from the background of theater and filmmaking generally. So we shot the short film during the ASO strike last year because we wanted to do something. And the original story we wrote was Atukpa. But the setting was supposed to be the school. But we were on break, we were at Ibadan as at that time, so we couldn't do anything. So we came about Dazed All Alone. And we shot the short film, and it was amazing. Of course, we encountered different challenges, and of course, now we are good. It has, I think, 11th selection.
Oh,
11th,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Wow.
So,
Okay, great. How long did it take you from idea conception to production? How long did it take you?
a month.
A month.
A
Wow,
month.
that was interesting. Okay.
Month.
So do you have anything you feel that every filmmaker, a basic knowledge,
Basically, there is no knowledge. Like, just go through internet to read. Of course, theater has been helping us, so it's all about telling story. But then, Uncle Clear Flyer, the scholarship, the level 1, the level 2, and then the physical class, and of course, several master classes all around. Of course, we attend several film festivals, so we gain experience, knowledge, and we're cool. The lecturers, from my department has been of supporting and encouraging us, and it's been nice. It's been nice.
All right, great.
Though it has not been easy talking about the journey, but of course, as a young filmmaker, you are full with hunger, enthusiasm, anxiety to do something, to make a difference. And yeah, thank God for life.
Thank God for life. Great. Can we jam our hands together? I would like to invite Mr. Blessed Omonose from iBrand TV. to help us to present to Mr. Femi David, okay, and his team. Thank you for the submission and thank you for the inspiration you put into the project. It was really, really inspiring.
All right. So on behalf of 233,
234
234 things of life,
Inting, yeah.
I'd like to present this award
Yeah.
to you for the best screenplay. Wow. Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So you accept your response.
Uh, this is my second directorial attempt, and this is my first winning. After several nominations and selections, I'm honored. Thank you so much. Thank you, Night of Short. Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you. And to Zeki's production, this is my producer. Please come forward, my bro. We are representing Adekunle Ajasin University, and we are representing the Department of Performing Arts. So thank you so much for creating this. Thank you so much, and of course we keep submitting and we keep making things.
Great.
We keep telling stories. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right. For the third film that we screened, I think he sent in his apologies because our basic requirement for first was if you were submitting your film, you must be prepared to attend so that the audience can interact with you. In his director's statement, he mentioned how they had the passion to just make the movie and not be restricted by budget. And interestingly, the movie did very well. To step in for the third person, would have you, Akiti. It was not selected tonight, but we screened it and it was a very fantastic movie. So please, can we have you on set so that we can talk about your movie a bit? Thank you. How do I take it now?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So please, can you just briefly introduce yourself to the audience?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm excited to be here. My name is Zabia Idris, and I'm the producer for Akiti the Monkey.
Akiti the Monkey. Okay, Akiti the Monkey, can you tell us the inspiration and the story behind that movie?
Okay, so every human or every adult is a sum total of their upbringing, the environment where they grew up from. So for certain behaviors you see like an adult, display, it can be traced back to the environment where the person was brought up from.
Yes.
So either trauma or poor upbringing or really bad environment could, influence people's choices and how, they grow up to be. So for Akiti is a socially impactful movie where we shot to redress, some certain ills, that contribute to a human's, total way of life and all. So it's like a true life movie that was inspired by the director, where he grew up from Ibadan, and they were exposed to all form of substance abuse, violence, and the rest of them. So it's unfortunate that we couldn't get to, see the film, but it's the story of, two young boys that are best of friends. They grew up in an environment in the village, where they go to school, play together and all. But unfortunately for them, they were also in the midst of, an environment that enables violence and all of that. So they were pushed into it, and at the end of the day, the both of them were made to fight because they were put as a bait, and then one had to kill the other.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's a very deep story. You would love to see the film. You would have loved to see it. Okay, so when you shot the movie, how long did it take you to shoot it?
Akiti took us a year.
Wow.
It's a 17-minute film, but it took us a year to develop scripts and shoot pre-production, post-production, and the rest of that. And that's because the boys we wanted to use are actually not actors. So they are fighters, but they are not actors. We couldn't get actors that are fighters at the same time. So we had to use about 6 months to like train them on the skill of acting and all of that. So yeah, budgeting, in fact, also get like money part and all of that. So getting people to like sponsor and all. So that's why it took like that
Very
period
long.
of
Okay.
time.
I mean, I was going to ask you this final question. Filmmakers are likened unto gods. Do you agree? Gods, not the big G
Not the
now.
big god. So I think I'll agree with the statement that filmmakers are likened unto gods because I mean the art of storytelling
Yes.
is not like a skill that everyone possess. Not everybody can be called a creative because
Yeah.
for you to be a creative, then there must be an art of originality embedded in you. It's not something, of course, you can learn to brush up your skill, but it's something inbuilt, and it's only when it is inbuilt that's when you can thrive in an industry like ours. So yes, I'll agree with the statement that filmmakers are gods.
Please,
as
can
well.
we give her a round of applause? Filmmakers are gods, yes, because it's not easy to actually it's not easy to bring all the elements of art
To
together,
bet things, yeah.
to bet it and use it to actually play on the emotions of people. I would like to announce from here on that for the award that we used to open this event this year, by the grace of God, next year we are making it more inclusive. What we want to do next year now is to have a full submission for award considerations.
Okay.
We'll be having 12 categories. So for all the filmmakers in the house, please help us spread the news to your co-filmmakers. We'll be having 12 categories and we'll be having it more structured and more organized. So please, can we give ourselves a round of applause? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so it's great having you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Ashe. All right, so with this, we are coming to the end of the event already. I want to appreciate everybody who took time off. Let me just gist you a little bit about 234 Inting. We came out of the COVID year too. We started working and doing projects before, but in the COVID year, we decided to take all our contents to the digital world, organizing Zoom conferences, meeting people online, and gradually we were dragging ourselves out. So the year after we had the first movie hangout, we were very small, but it was good. Then last year, on the aegis of Adventure with Two Flames, we had another hangout. It was away. And then this year now, this is our third hangout, and we are sure that by next year, it's going to be our fourth. It's going to be an all award show strictly for short films. So that is our own passion. That is where we are committed to the Pan-African short film industry. So next year we're going to have 12 categories, submissions for considerations, nominations, and then we'll have our winners. So I mean, exciting times ahead, isn't it? Please, can we give ourselves a round of applause? To round off the show for tonight, I just want to appreciate every one of us that are in the audience. Thank you to all the filmmakers and the submissions too. Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution to humanities and the arts. Blessed Omonose, my friend, the media mogul, thank you so much for coming around. Yeah, Madam Christie, thank you so much for coming around. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Atonsui, Eshegoma, Eshegosa, thank you for coming around. Abili, it's nice to see you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Mr. and Mrs. Oshinowo, I'm really grateful. Thank you for your time. Mrs. Shodayo, thank you for your time. Where is Musun? Is she there? Okay, hi. Hope you enjoyed the show. Musun Hankoda, meet and greet. Thank you for your time. Femi Lawal, I think Victor Acho has stepped out. Everybody at the back. Sister Tele, can I see you? Are you there? Abeg, I want to help me on the house light. I want to see those faces at the back. Help me on the house light. I want to see those faces at the back. Ah! See my G's in the bag. Okay, I will know. Okay. Thank you so much. It's good to see you guys. Ini, I really want to appreciate all the Shodayo legacies in the building. Thank you for coming and thank you for being great. Mr. Ore, Adventure with Two Flames, can you come and close the event for us, please? So this event was organized by Flaming Hypermedia in conjunction with Intin Digital and Adventures with O Flames. This man curates trips, excursions, and all that. And okay, that is that about that. So can you just close the show for us?
So I don't know why he likes to put me on the spot, but I mean, he has literally said everything, and we just want to one more time appreciate everyone for taking out time out of their difficult, I mean, out of their busy schedule to come and see these short films, and also to the filmmakers. Telling stories is very key because those stories are what the generations to come are going to see and they're going to watch to understand how life had been in that particular period, in that particular time. So, and it's also a voice and it's a very crucial one. So never lose your storytelling. Keep improving yourself because the internet is very large now and there are so many resources out there to improve yourself on. Keep improving yourself and keep telling your stories to the world. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're supposed to leave here by 7. We still have a few minutes, so let's do some photo sessions, Abi. Can we do group photograph? Can we do it here? Let's stop now, yeah. I think we should just do it here, Abi. Let's just do it here. Please, all the filmmakers, can we come forward for a group photograph? Please, all the filmmakers in the building, whether you submitted or not, if you're a filmmaker, if you're a creative, can you please just come forward for a group photograph? All right, come forward. Mr. Blessed, please come forward.